Hey there hunters, Wind Kael here with another build video for you. This one's about scattergunning. That encompasses both spread and shrapnel gameplay. Before we move into the builds, I do want to talk just a little bit about some of the basics of these ammo types. They are grouped together in my mind because they are both affected by the same ammo skill, spread up, and because both of them work a little bit like a shotgun. But they do have their differences. Spread hits a lot, hard, and up close. You can make it almost medium range with ballistics level 3, and I recommend you do so. It's generally a lot more comfortable when you have just that little bit extra range that the skill provides. Shrapnel hits a lot, kind of weakly, from medium range, but its hits ricochet and magnetize to weak points, which make it kind of cool and kind of interesting to play. Now, we do have a variety of options. We actually have good choices for rapid fire spread 2 LBG, spread 3 LBG, rapid fire shrapnel 2 LBG, and spread 3 HBG. In this video, I have also included a build for Shrapnel 3 HBG, just for the sake of completeness, but it's kind of mediocre and I really can't recommend it. All of the other builds are really good and really viable. Shrapnel 3 just kind of pales in comparison. For our rapid fire spread 2 LBG, we're using the Rampage LBG. Now, please take note that you want to get and keep the spread effect 1 skill from earlier in the Rampage tree, because that's going to give you a whopping 5 rounds of spread 2 ammo that you can rapid fire. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with spread effect 2, which is going to reduce you down to 3 rounds of spread 2. For our spread 3 LBG build, we're using the Magnamalo LBG. There's not really much to make note of with this build, except for the fact of if you want to use stickies as a backup to your spread 3 for this build, you're still going to want to use the silencer rather than the long barrel to get those down to low recoil, unless you feel like you can live with slightly higher recoil, in which case you can add that long barrel for a little extra damage here. For Rapid Fire Shrapnel 2, we are turning again to the Rampage LBG, and just like with the Spread 2 LBG, we're going to want to get Shrapnel Effect level 1 to get 5 shots of Rapid Fire Shrapnel 2 with this gun. Now, because this build does not require 3 levels of ballistics to increase our range, we're going to be able to fit just a little bit more onto it. For Spread 3 HBG, I'm using the Venom Hail HBG for its massive 8 rounds of Spread 3 ammo per magazine once you give it the spread effect up to Rampage skill. You can also make a very similar build to this using the Magnum Hollow HBG if you prefer. You're just going to have a slightly smaller magazine. And here it is, the Shrapnel 3 HBG build that I cannot recommend. If you want to try it, this is about as good as it gets. Unfortunately, I still find that it just underperforms compared to every other possible option. It is a little bit of fun for rampages if you'd rather use this than the Shrapnel LBG, but that's honestly the only use case I can truly think of for it. In solo hunting or in multiplayer, you just don't feel like you're doing very much damage.